Cute, sexy, and fun. You're watching CSF Nation's Own WMK TV, Channel 90.
I guarantee you that there is meaning behind this title when I say it keeps getting worse. Because, well, it actually does. It actually does. And before I do one thing, I want to double check, make sure I'm not speaking from my phone. There we go. Much better. Okay. All right. So. All right, so we have a lot we got plenty to go over today. I think it's simply say we got plenty to go over today. And we'll explain why I'm doing something in the background on the way. So, but anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Wherever you are, my name is Makini. Now you're Sherman Illustrator. Welcome you to the Friday edition of Makini in the morning. By the way, I'll just let me go ahead and play this real quick.
Today is fine day in California. Huh? True.
It is Friday, ladies and gentlemen. It is Friday. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are ready for the weekend. I know I am. We do have plenty to go over because, as I said, it keeps getting worse. It really, really does keep getting worse here for Roblox and just everything that's been going on with everything that's just been going on with all of the all this hoopla, man. All of this hoopla, to say the freaking least. So. But the reason why I have Stellar Blade, the reason why I'm playing Stellar Blade right now is just because we're just going to do a little photo mode session. Do a little photo mode. I want to take some photos. I did record a video last night. Just wanted to try that out. So speaking of which, let me go ahead and put this on. There we go. Put this on there. A little B-roll. A little something there for B-roll right there. That's actually one of my favorite mods there. Anyway. Oh, we can't work without that, huh? I see. Okay, man. Okay, it can't work without that. Let's see if it'll probably just do it idle. Anyway. So we got plenty of stuff to go over. I got a bunch of tabs to go over. We're going to continue what's going to be going on with the Roblox situation. That is a guarantee. We're also going to catch up on kind of what's been going on with the fallout with the YouTube age verification, YouTube ID verification, and some more censorship news as well. We have a couple of videos we're going to react to as well, and all that stuff to get you guys into the weekend. And we will cover more on, and we'll actually cover more on we'll cover more on tomorrow's Peak Gaming as well. So, but anyway, we got 4 people watching. You guys been amazing. If you guys can do me one special favor.
Hey, if you're enjoying this program, please smack that like button and make it jiggle.
And smack that subscribe button if you want to see more art content from Makini. Thank you so much, and hope you enjoy the show.
Later.
Smack that like button, make it jiggle. Smack that subscribe button and make it jiggle as well. You know what? I'll have this in the background. It's going to be running slow. It's going to be lagging as hell. But you know what? It's fine. That's fine. What we're going to do is let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and just give a just quick shout out. Say hi to everybody in the chat. And then we're going to go straight into it. Let me just open up my YouTube here. So I'm not going to be able to highlight you guys. But at least you guys have something pleasant. You guys have something pleasant right now. First up, Power, good morning to you. Let me guess, do this again. Power, good morning to you. Penny, good morning. Neo J, good morning. Christian Keithley, new name, I haven't seen that. Good morning. Emerald, good morning. And Sean, good morning, says, where's my YouTube neighbor verification? I'll find out you will. What are you talking about, Sean? What are you talking about, Sean? Anyway. What are you talking about? I don't know. Okay, so good to see you all here. Good to see you all here. So, like I said, I'm just gonna have some Starblade in the black background. We're gonna do take some photos of this boss fight with Raven, and it's just for a video that I'm gonna try to post later. And let's get into the real topics. Let's get into the real topics today. Okay. All right. So first up, let's go ahead and by the way, for Miss Penny, I shall have. Let me share my screen real quick. Entire screen. Get the audio going, Miss Penny. The music is playing. So. Let's go into the very first of our topics. Let's go over the YouTube verification right now because for the time being, and I got a bunch of tabs open, for now, there has been a lot of backlash with YouTube kind of pushing back with the whole YouTube age verification. This whole article with it's coming through every single video that you watch at this point. It's quoted from Ars Technica, and the backlash seems to get a little more stronger about it, seeing that there's no real purpose to there's no real purpose to this. So let's go again. This comes from Ars Technica. I'm gonna put this in the. Put the link to Ars Technica's article in the chat. So if you guys want to give it a further read, let's go ahead. Let's go back into. What is it? Where is my Ars Technica? Okay, so YouTube backlash begins. Why is AI coming through every single video every single video I watch? Adult YouTubers defend childish viewing habits in order to fight the block AI age checks. Tens of thousands of YouTubers are raging against YouTube's plans to use AI to detect underage users in the US. On Tuesday, a Change.org petition rapidly earned 50,000 signature goal, with tens of thousands hoping that with enough protesting, the wide rollout of age checks might be stopped. They fear that the age checks will make it harder to access content they love while staying anonymously on the platform. YouTube's age verification system estimates user ages by interpreting a variety of user signals, YouTube's announcement said, including the types of videos that is searching, for categories for videos they haven't watched or longevity of the account. If a user is estimated to be under 18, YouTube restricts the account by disabling personalized ads, turning on digital web well-being tools to prevent younger users from being bombarded with harmful content, adding to other safeguards. Let me go ahead and zoom this. I'm going to zoom this in here a little bit more so you guys can see it a little bit more.
Of course. You
like limiting repetitive views on certain types of content. To lift the restrictions, YouTube requires certain users to share either a government ID, a credit card, or a selfie to authenticate their actual ages. And this is something that everybody's been wondering, everybody's been worried about, is that you have to publicly dox yourself to be able to do this. Just be able to prove that you're over 18. Users signing the change.org petition has shared privacy expert concerns. They are concerned that an invasive system of perhaps questionable quality will deem their viewing habits immature, requiring them to hand over data that could be leaked or breached. Experts have noted that even the best age estimation tech has been about a 2-year error window to each side, meaning that users between 16 and 20 may especially be susceptible to incorrect age verification. A lot of people have been worried about that that's something a lot of people have definitely been worried about, especially Riot Kitty, who is in the chat right now, being worried that she might get hit with that because YouTube may think she's underage. YouTube may think she's underage. It's this is absolutely just this is just absolute it's just absolute insanity. And like I said, I don't see a single reason for YouTube to have this it's going to go so bad. Even creators who show their face are getting flagged. Yes, anonymous accounts, people who have never shown their faces ever before, are definitely going to get hit by this age verification process at some point. Among the concerned users to flight and block AI age check is a petition starter is an anonymous YouTuber who has a monetized account and sworn video game lore called Gurfdis Gaming. Gurfdis told Ars Technica that YouTube's appeal process raises major privacy concerns, leaving YouTubers wondering, where's the sensitive data stored and how secure is it? This is another problem where it stems down to, because like what we saw with the T app beforehand, YouTube might be susceptible to another data breach. And if that happens, or in some case, when that happens, that will probably put a lot of channels in danger of getting their stuff revealed to the public. You know what I mean? That's not bad. That's not a bad one. It's not a bad one. It's not a bad one. With some really good shots here. Okay. Gurfdos also takes issue with the age verification system itself, noting that any monetized account shares personal information with YouTube, but it's disturbing to think that the AI is scanning every user's viewing habits in the background just to catch some kids improperly using the platform. Some commenters on the petition noted that the AI age checks seem to be created mainly to appease parents who struggle to police their own kids' viewing habits, repeatedly asking, isn't this why they made the YouTube Kids app? Yeah, everything with the YouTube Kids app just feels completely pointless. The YouTube Kids app feels completely pointless at this point. As Ars noted, hundreds of self-described YouTubers joined Gurfdos petition hourly. Gurfdos told Ars Technica that this isn't just a YouTube issue, as age checks become more and more compliance across the internet, thanks to the UK Online Safety Act. the Kids Online Safety Act, what they're doing in Australia and many others, because it was never about protecting kids in the first place, as we've explained. As we basically explained, it was never about protecting kids in the first place. To a lot of people, this feels like a mass surveillance and censorship under the banner of protecting kids. It's exactly what I said. People want a free and open internet without having their activities constantly tracked or filtered. For YouTubers signing GERPDA's petition, the pressure is on to disrupt age verification trends, expert told Ars Technica, exposing the vulnerable users who rely anonymously on YouTube. That includes queer YouTubers, one of whom commented sharing their ID or selfie age check could be actually putting themselves in danger. The obvious question for critics is how a YouTube watch history could possibly be a reliable age indicator, especially since many adults are nostalgic childhood content on YouTube. One commenter, Estelle, said that she, quote, relies on childish and silly content to get through the rough days. As a person with disabilities, videos like toy unboxings or silly animations offer one way to literally cope in a world that doesn't want me in it. She wrote, nothing about nobody asked for some weird dumb robot policing YouTubers for loving videos made for kids. Some commenters with autism stated that they specifically targeted by the AI system, and once their special interest be perceived as AI is childish, others identified as parents wondering how the AI system might interpret moments where their child uses a shared account. Privacy. Just a second. I'm just going to adjust this here. Okay, so privacy experts have criticized YouTube's lack of transparency on its age estimation system. Sorry about that. Notifying the model's effectiveness. In a mishap in which a 30-year-old was flagged as underage, while nothing of that AI age checks on other platforms have been that reliable. And this goes on. I'm autistic, Karina wrote. It's not fun being a grown woman and treated like a child because of your interests. Further, the internet safety is never to give out your personal information online because it's so easy to get stolen, Karina said. It's concerning that YouTube somehow thinks this is a good idea. It's concerning that anybody thinks that somehow this is a good idea. Expressing distrust of YouTube's AI common theme throughout the petition, as well as especially YouTube's AI common theme, as well as expressing distrust in YouTube's motives in launching the AI system. One commenter, Ananda, funded, this new policy is all about data mining to get rid of anonymously internet once and for all. The internet should not be a sanitized corporate theme park where everything is monetized and moralized. Another particularly, this gets getting interesting. It's definitely getting interesting. Another particularly grumpy commenter summed up the criticism of YouTube AI age verification checks, writing, quote, "We're not living in a dystopia." Not yet. I refuse to give ID verification to watch damn videos. For GERPDAS, it is likely hard not to be sympathetic to another group of commenters signing a petition. Teen content creators who don't want AI to restrict their YouTube activity. GERPDAS stated that watching YouTube at 13 eventually started a channel as an adult in 2023 after being heavily influenced by favorite content creators GERPDAS grew up watching. In an ideal world, GERPDAS told ours, YouTube would end AI age check experiment and keep the prior system while maintaining efforts on YouTube Kids for parents to restrict children's viewing. Although GERPDAS partially depends on the platform for income, if YouTube launched the AI system platform-wide, GERPDAS said that it might be time for seriously consider leaving. We cannot allow YouTube to quietly implement AI surveillance that violates online privacy and autonomy, GERPDAS change.org petition said. Once these systems are normalized, they rarely go away. They expand. If they don't speak up now, we're losing our ability to browse, create, and enjoy content freely. This is about more than YouTube. This is about digital freedom. This is about freedom of expression. And it makes a good point. They won't stop with this because they will continue to. The thing is with things like this is that they don't change. they don't change the what I'm saying is they don't change the whenever like a petition or a bill is like signed into law, it hardly rarely ever changes though. It rarely ever changes back. So this is going to be like a whole permanent. This is basically a permanent solution to a problem that is not a good problem. It's not a good problem. It's just that's what it comes down to. It comes down to being a permanent solution to a small problem. To not really just as a solution, but really as just a stifling mechanism, a more mechanism of control. Now, if we go on, let's go to. Let me find Pirate Nation's tweet because this is very important. Let me get to Pirate Nation. Where is it? People in the U.S. So yeah, people in the U.S. demand YouTube to shut down its new AI system that tracks viewing habits. If the AI deems you under 18, the content is restricted unless ID is provided. And that's what people are terrified of. This is seriously what people are terrified of. Here's some comments. I haven't touched YouTube since this shit went live. People can live without people can live without it, and they have realized at some point. That being said, I genuinely feel so bad that many content creators will be impacted by this. A lot of content creators will be impacted by this. Now, I did see a Reddit thread saying that, you know, so far nothing has happened to their accounts. If you guys, I want everybody to do just a quick check. Has anything happened to your accounts since the age verification rolled over? Just let me know in the comments if anything has happened to your account. I know for some people, I remember Hypnotic Rapture saying that he had to use VPN just to view my Wednesday show, which is crazy. It's a mess. This platform is definitely a mess. YouTube DT, you're 3. This due to offer of censorship and selling personal data. Oh wow. What's this here? San Altman carries a nuclear backpack from General Remote too. Oh, so he's kind of one of the people kind of responsible for pushing this forward. It's just it can't do basic math. An account has over 13 years of activity. Bans because it looks like the user is under 13. AI can do math, so I don't know what data YouTube is thinking. YouTube will be the next MySpace. I doubt that. It's too big. It's too big for that. But I think the pushback needs to be stronger. The pushback. I think more people need to be speaking out on this. Honestly, and I agree, Heckle Jack. The dead internet theory is. Jesus, that dead internet theory is more and more. The dead internet theory is more and more becoming a thing, you know. 1 second. Yeah, this is just the whole thing with the dead internet theory, and just a lot of. Trying to do this while talking as well. Sorry, guys. Oh, that's perfect. Here we go. Oh, that's perfect. There we go. Okay. Turn the motion blur intensity off. Can we get a shot? Can we get a better shot of this? Can we get a better shot? Oh, I messed it up. Okay. So yeah, this is my account has been destroyed. I'm taking Sean's place, bro. Come on now. But like I said, this whole thing, it's not just with YouTube. It's just not the whole thing with YouTube. Like I said, we've been keeping up with the censorship debacle for the past couple weeks, and it is just the whole thing with the payment processors is just continues to get worse. It continues to get worse. We're seeing more and more just having payment process like such as Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal, who's even more egregious about their PayPal, who is even more egregious when it comes to their payment processors, and now it's going so bad that it's actually affecting Steam. The whole thing is affecting Steam at this point. And what we're going to get into next is a video from Chibi Reviews, who's going to go over the whole thing with Steam getting PayPal basically severing its ties with Steam. So let's go and get right into it. I'm going to show this from Chibi Reviews, guys. Go ahead, give Chibi Reviews a shout out. Give Chibi Reviews a sub, and then I'll put a link to Hero Hayes' video as well. So go check both of them out. Really. So, here we go. Chibi Reviews. Take it away.
6 currencies. And if you go to the main official Steam page and you scroll down here, you will see that Steam even put a custom new help page just for PayPal's situation. PayPal use on Steam is currently unavailable in my currency. Why? In early July 2025, PayPal notified Valve that their acquired bank for payment transactions in certain currencies was immediately terminating the process of any transactions related to Steam. This affects Steam purchases using PayPal in currencies other than EUR, CAD, GBP, JPY, AUD, and USD. We hope.
So basically, dollar, yen, dirham, Aussie dollars, obviously. Basically, most currencies at this point.
To offer PayPal as an option for more currencies in the future, but the timeline is uncertain. We also are evaluating adding additional payment methods on Steam for the customers affected by this. In the meantime, please use one of the other current payment methods during checkout. If you can't use any of the available options, you can consider using a Steam wallet code to add funds to your account. The hypocrisy from PayPal is so astronomically high that it's actually it's stun-locking me. It's stun-locking me because this situation is happening at the exact same time as the recent Roblox scandal. For those that have no idea what I'm talking about, basically Roblox got itself into quite a bit of a situation. And you're wondering to yourself, how is this even related to PayPal? Besides it obviously being a game and Steam being a game store, how is it related in any way with what's going on with PayPal? Well, let's explain. So first off, this is an official post from the official Roblox account on social media, and you can look down here that it got community noted, straight up community noted, and there's links to basically a YouTube channel and a video explaining the situation, and if you read the title, it kind of speaks for itself. And this is gaining traction. This has been out for a few days, and a lot more people are becoming aware of this situation. And Roblox's overall response to this situation is to send a cease and desist letter to this content creator, but also to just straight up ban them, especially after they've actually done legitimate work to get actual PDFs thrown in jail, in prison, or charged for crimes. But Roblox's response was to cease and desist the man, and then also straight up ban them. And what's even crazier about this entire situation is that Roblox is now trying to censor any conversation about this person on their platform.
We are covering Roblox next. We are covering Roblox next. That's the main course. So just wait on that, guys.
I'm going to play this clip, and it speaks for itself. It really just goes to show the inherent issue and why Roblox is getting in more and more deep water as the days go on by. So let's just play this clip first before I explain any more.
You know what I mean? Uh-oh. 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 Oh, I'm not banned. Okay.
So if you don't catch that, this is a map that was like this a level map or whatever. I don't play Roblox, but it's like a map that was created to basically talk about the situation with the content creator that was bringing to light, what's going on with Roblox. And as I said, the official Roblox company, everything, they cease and desisted the man, and then they also banned him for basically trying to catch actual criminals. And their response is that if there's any levels or anything that has his name in it or talking about him, it's instantly banned. However, this content creator goes further to show just the hypocrisy just in this clip alone on how Roblox isn't really trying to protect kids. So let's continue.
They got us, chat. They got us. We're rebels on the
So they did this in 2 minutes. They banned
man.
This okay, just
they got that game faster than. Wait, let me look.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look. Hold on. Let me just take a look. Maybe they got these games too. No, they're still up. Maybe.
So if you don't understand what's going on here, you can literally see these on the top page, public page and stuff, or top worlds or whatever to visit and stuff, or games to play.
Yep.
Literally things called public shower simulator or public bathroom simulator. And anyone, let's be blunt, not trying to gaslight themselves, knows what that is. Okay, let's not gaslight ourselves. We know what that is, what that entails. Mm-hmm. And basically, you have this being promoted. This is actively going on with a lot of users, even reaching sometimes the top page on Roblox as popular games. And the staff, the moderators, and the company does next to nothing. However, they instantly shut down a world or a level, basically, or game, talking about the recent situation of this content creator within minutes. And this clip alone proves that. And it goes to show that Roblox has a lot to hide. They're really trying to sweep this under the rug and not really talk about it, which gets into the next big point. How does this relate with PayPal? Because obviously I've gone on a tangent to explain what Roblox is doing and how sus, and let's be honest, this entire, company needs to be investigated, which in fact it is. The government is stepping in and they are now starting to investigate Roblox. Yeah. I think that says enough. The fact that the United States government is wanting to step in and investigate it is already a red flag for this company. Literally before this scandal came out, Roblox's CEO wanted to turn the game site, Roblox, into a dating site. I want to make sure I point this out. Roblox is mainly play.
Do you not? I hope people understand. I hope people understand the severity of them going forward with turning Roblox into a dating site with that much of a young installer base. Because they do realize that because of the amount of, predators on that platform, or potential amount of predators on that platform, that young children are going to get catfished. Children are going to get catfished, and they're already, like I said, as mentioned, Powers mentioned, people mentioned, there are already lawsuits. There's already lawsuits against this, against Roblox. Like I said, this is abhorrent. Honestly, this is ridiculous. And if they go through with this, you are setting yourself up for something probably worse than just lawsuits. Having having all that shit go. It's insanity. This whole thing is just peak insanity. So you are treading on waters, Roblox. You are treading. This is South Park level here, okay? South Park level. Oh boy. So, but we'll get into it. We'll get more into it.
By kids. Yes, there's some adults that play it, but let's be blunt. It's mostly a kid audience. It is. Why the hell would a CEO would want to make a kids gaming site into a dating site? This is freaking sus, especially after everything that's going on now this month.
No, Chibi. You don't get to play that. You don't get to say that this is sus here. Okay, that's my job.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Apparently, off topic. Apparently, I didn't see the video from Lauren Leon, but apparently, Dr. Umar is actually begging black people for money right now. I don't know what the heck is going on with that, but I just find that hilarious. Broke. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, they're not. Nope. Of course they are. Of course, bro. Of course. That's the thing. Yeah, you can't get away with this while you're going out playing virtue signal. I love that. Playing virtue signaling bingo, basically, at this point. Hey, you can't, you speak it with PayPal and these payment processors, they are talking on both sides of their mouth. In fact, they talking out their mouth and they talking at their ass too. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Let me unmute this. I'm gonna rewind a couple. Couple places back. But you can't be doing this whole virtue signaling bingo where you're talking out both sides of your mouth right now. Oh wait, the video's been muted for a good. What do you mean? Oh shit. Okay. All right, let me do this again. Shit. Where's my damn clip? Where's my damn clip?
Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Yeah, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Yeah, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer.
Let's do this again. We're gonna start from the top.
In early July 2025, PayPal notified Valve that their acquired bank for payment transactions in certain currencies was immediately terminating the process of any transactions related to Steam. This affects Steam purchases using PayPal and currencies other than EUR, CAD, GBP, JPY, AUD, and USD. We hope to offer PayPal as an option for more currencies in the future, but the timeline is uncertain. We also are evaluating adding additional payment methods on Steam for the customers affected by this. In the meantime, please use one of the other current payment methods during checkout. If you can't use any of the available options, you can consider using a Steam wallet code to add funds to your account. The hypocrisy from PayPal is so astronomically high that it's actually it's stun-locking me. It's stun-locking me because this situation is happening at the exact same time as the recent Roblox scandal. For those that have no idea what I'm talking about, basically Roblox got itself into quite a bit of a situation. And you're wondering to yourself, how is this even related to PayPal? Besides it obviously being a game and Steam being a game store, how is it related in any way with what's going on with PayPal? Well, let's explain. So first off, this is an official post from the official Roblox account on social media, and you can look down here that it got community noted, straight up community noted, and there's links to basically a YouTube channel and a video explaining the situation, and if you read the title, it kind of speaks for itself. And this is gaining traction. This has been out for a few days, and a lot more people are becoming aware of this situation. And Roblox's overall response to this situation is to send a cease and desist letter to this content creator, but also to just straight up ban them, especially after they've actually done legitimate work to get actual PDFs thrown in jail, in prison, or charged for crimes. But Roblox's response was to cease and desist the man, and then also straight up ban them. And what's even crazier about this entire situation is that Roblox is now trying to censor any conversation about this person on their platform. I'm going to play this clip, and it speaks for itself. It really just goes to show the inherent issue and why Roblox is getting in more and more deep water as the days go on by. So let's just play this clip first before I explain any more.
You know what I mean? Uh-oh. 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 Oh, I'm not banned. Okay.
So if you don't catch that, this is a map that was like a level map or whatever. I don't play Roblox, but it's like a map that was created to basically talk about the situation with the content creator that was bringing to light, what's going on with Roblox. And as I said, the official Roblox company, everything, they cease and desisted the man, and then they also banned him for basically trying to catch actual criminals. And their response is if there's any levels or anything that has his name in it or talking about him, it's instantly banned. However, this content creator goes further to show just the hypocrisy just in this clip alone on how Roblox isn't really trying to protect kids. So let's continue.
They got us, chat. They got us. We're rebels on the.
So they did this in 2 minutes. They banned
man.
This okay, just
they got that game faster than. Wait, let me look. Let me look. Hold on. Let me just take a look. Maybe they got these games too. No, they're still up. Maybe.
So if you don't understand what's going on here, you can literally see these on the top page, public page and stuff, or top worlds or whatever to visit and stuff, or games to play. Literally things called public shower simulator or public bathroom simulator. And anyone, let's be blunt, not trying to gaslight themselves, knows what that is. Okay, yeah. Let's not gaslight ourselves. We know what that is, what that entails. And basically, you have this being promoted. This is actively going on with a lot of users, even reaching sometimes the top page on Roblox as popular games. And the staff, the moderators, and the company does next to nothing. However, they instantly shut down a world or a level, basically, or game, talking about the recent situation of this content creator within minutes. And this clip alone proves that. And it goes to show that Roblox has a lot to hide. They're really trying to sweep this under the rug and not really talk about it, which gets into the next big point. How does this relate with PayPal? Because obviously I've gone on a tangent to explain what Roblox is doing and how sus, and let's be honest, this entire, company needs to be investigated, which in fact it is. The government is stepping in and they are now starting to investigate Roblox. Yeah. I think that says enough. The fact that the United States government is one.
We're going to get into that next. We are going to get into that next. So don't worry. I got the tweets lined up. A majority of them are from Pirate Nation, but we are going to get into that part next. So just sit tight. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Anyway,
to step in and investigate it is already a red flag for this company. Literally before this scandal came out, Roblox's CEO wanted to turn the game site, Roblox, into a dating site. I want to make sure I point this out. Roblox is mainly played by kids. Yes, there's some adults that play it, but let's be blunt, it's mostly a kid audience. It is. Why the hell would a CEO would want to make a kids gaming site into a dating site? This is freaking sus, especially after everything that's going on now this month. But anyways, back to the PayPal stuff. The reason why all that's relevant is because if you go to the official Roblox site, you can see it at the top left here, you will see that you can actually still offer payments of PayPal to buy stuff on Roblox's site. Now, the reason why I'm bringing attention to this is because PayPal has went out of their way to completely harm Steam, remove themselves from Steam's platform, and basically have Steam even create an entirely new help section talking about why PayPal is removed, all in the sake of protecting the brand. For instance, PayPal wanting to protect the brand. It is the exact same thing. Steam or Valve has went on record to say the reason why PayPal's done this is the exact same reason as what MasterCard and Visa was doing. It's the exact same thing. And so this is all about brand protection. It's about icky games, adult games, whatever. That's the reason why they backed out. Now, if this is true, and PayPal does have this stance, why the hell are they still allowing payments for Roblox?
why are they allowing payments for Roblox? Why are they allowing payments for OnlyFans? Why they're allowing the payments for a lot of things, but apparently Steam and MasterCard. Apparently Steam is a no-go. They want a virtue it is a virtue signaling effort, and it exposes how deep the hypocrisy is, how deep the rabbit hole goes. And the fact that all of this is happening, the fact that this happened at the same time as the Roblox situation making headwaves and possibly making national headlines too, is incredibly sus. It is. How is defending Roblox protecting your brand? Yeah. It's not hard. Steam is harming your brand. The Dark Side's harming your brand. Archcast, Archcast is hurting PayPal. It's hurting PayPal, but OnlyFans, OnlyFans, other stuff, right? This is what you call talking out of both sides of your mouth. This is what it comes down to. You're talking out of both sides of your mouth.
Especially, not just that there is this open scandal about them, but even the government has stepped in. Just complete and utter silence. This literally is the exact same thing I pointed out with MasterCard and Visa when it came to OnlyFans. There was calls to Visa and MasterCard that OnlyFans was exploiting women and people, children as well. And, they completely ignored it. They completely ignored what OnlyFans was doing for years. There's an entire article on the situation. They ignored it. What's going on here with PayPal is basically the exact same thing. They're strong-arming Steam to probably get either some form of deals or lower discounts, maybe more cut of profits, whatever the case may be. It is definitely a tactic not to protect children or even protect the brand. It's to make money. And here's the thing. With how public this situation has got, how many people are talking about it, PayPal's not going to get away with this. There's going to be more conversation, especially now that this whole Roblox thing is blown up in everybody's faces. I'm going to talk about this. I'm not letting PayPal get away with this. No, it's not happening. It's my duty as someone that has been already talking about this conversation with debit card credit.
No, Chibi, I'm with you. And I think a lot of people in this chat, people who are watching this right now, are with you too. We can't let this really. Ultimately, you can't let them sweep this under the rug. This cannot be swept under the rug. It simply cannot. You can't just forget. You can't just sit there. You can't just. We get angry about this, but then forget about it a week later. No, this is going to. People are going to keep talking about this, and they're going to do everything they can to make sure this gets to national headlines. This has gone to the point where even Chris Hansen wants to get in, wants to investigate Roblox now. Yeah, this ain't going away. This is not going to go away. And people are making sure that it's not going to go away. So yeah, not surprising in the slightest. Not freaking surprising in the slightest.
Cards and stuff and payment processors to talk about this. I'm not allowing PayPal to be able to walk away from this and act like they're A-okay when they actively just ignore this stuff, but they want to play virtue signaling chicken with Steam.
That's what it is.
That's not happening. I'm not allowing them to get away with this. I'm not allowing them to be able to walk away from this and just act like this isn't going on. What they're doing, the hypocrisy of this, it's wrong. It is. And I feel like just in general, not just with the whole PayPal situation, but the way Roblox is operating with this whole thing, and then the way the conversation, the community notes just, is talking about this in length, I think it says enough how corrupt these companies are in their priorities. It's, once again, more proof that it's not about protecting the kids. It's not even about brand protection. It's more or less just assuming power, controlling these companies, strong-arming them. If I had to take an educated guess why this is going on, it's probably PayPal wanting to negotiate different contracts or terms with Steam. Be able to get them to probably get a more percentage of the profit, maybe of games or something. I could be wrong there. Once again, I don't work at Steam. I don't work at Valve and all that. I'm not in these bankings or, by payment processor companies. But I would assume there is probably a money incentive here for why they're doing it. Besides just the control situation, it's most likely because maybe they can get a better deal or something with Steam in the future if they try to strong arm them to this degree. I also find it very interesting that among this new help term, that PayPal, interestingly enough, avoided censoring the United States. And I know a lot of people are going to think to themselves like, oh, okay, I'm not affected. That's the point. That's where they get you. It's the reason why I've been talking a lot about the UK situation. It's the reason why I've been talking a lot about Australia or EU. It's because if you let these countries, these big countries, allowed to do this and run free, rampant like that, it will systematically affect other countries. It will. It's happened in history. You can see it throughout history. There's many examples, not just tied to payment processors, but just examples when one big country does it, everybody follows. It's kind of like the gaming industry, for instance. Like one game company decided to make every game $70 or $80. Now every single game company in the industry wants to make every game $70 or $80. Once one company or one government does something, everyone will follow. It's just the door has now been opened. Pandora's box is open, and you can't really close it that easily anymore. And so that's basically what's going on, is that the reason why, for instance, PayPal avoided the United States or Australia or, the EU or, Canada and stuff is because they're lying and waiting. They're waiting to strike once the conversation around this kind of dies down. And they can get away with these other countries because, let's be honest, they're not massive countries in the West. So they can get away with this because obviously a lot of people that live in these bigger countries are like, oh, I'm not affected, so it doesn't matter. I don't care about it. But you should, because it will eventually target you. Because that executive order that Trump, put out 5 or 6 days ago, it's not going to last forever. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. It was a good start. It was a good victory, but it was a small victory for the grand scheme of things, which I even talked about in that video. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand. Is that executive order, yes, does stop debanking and stuff, and all these banks are doing whatever they want, all in the name of brand protection, but it's just in America. But also, it's just an executive order, which means that, for instance, let's say Trump gets out of office and another president comes in, they can easily remove that executive order. But it's also judges. A judge can challenge it, and that can also get it removed. Until that is codified into a law, like an actual law and regulation, it's just a matter of waiting for these banks to eventually strike once again, and that's basically what's happening. So don't assume that executive order is the end be all, that it's over, completely over. No, it's not. It's going to get a lot worse unless more people speak out about the situation. So, as I said, I feel like it's my duty. It is my duty to talk about this, especially since I've been very proactive of talking about payment processors and anti-censorship and everything in between. I feel like it was important to talk about this. So, yeah. Anyways, I'll leave the video at that. I just wanted to bring to light this situation, get my own thoughts and feelings out there. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Leave a like on this video. Leave a comment. It helps with the algorithm. But be safe, stay healthy. Chibi out.
Yeah, that's why Fair Banking Act's still on the table, and I don't even trust that. I don't trust it, Elizabeth. I really don't trust that bill that he's trying to sign in. I really don't, because it's not gonna it's not gonna help anybody. I feel like it's only gonna help the wrong people. It's not. Yeah, man. I don't trust it 1 second. I don't trust it for a single second. Anyway, let's go right into it. Let's get right into it. This is coming from. Let's start with Pirate Nation, because we got plenty to go over. But yeah, we'll start with Nate Hottie on Twitter. Visa and MasterCard. I'll blow this up real quick here. I'll blow this shit up real quick. Visa and MasterCard are in a strategic partnership with Roblox, which consists of them running in-game promotions and offering exclusive reward items. Not only do they refuse to enforce their own policy rules, which they apply with Steam, but they continue to implicitly support a platform which protects that word. So yeah, it's a double whammy of hypocrisy, and we got the caught in 4K. Yeah, that MasterCard is a partner of Roblox, same way that they are a partner of League of Legends, which, you know, if you guys have been hearing about what's been going on with Riot Games, they're actually censoring anyone talking about their partnership with Riot Games. Oh, it's great. It's great. So, this is from Mab Savvy. Check out the great Madam Savvy. Just so we understand this, Roblox has had a massive predator problem that hasn't been talked about enough, but it has been talked about since at least 2018. However, Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal all choose to go after fiction that is heavily gated behind filters and verification in the form of needing to make purchases on Steam and demand it removed. These... Oh, why? Fucking messages. Okay. These companies made morality cases based on their risk to their own brand. These are not brands. Nobody cares about the Visa brand. You're a utility, not a thoughtful experience. So fiction is bad, but real life grooming, easy access to children is totally fine. You know what, Savvy? I don't know what to tell you. You can't make this up.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
It's totally fine. Don't worry. You know, Visa will suppress this. Don't worry. This video will probably get suppressed anyway, because apparently talking about censorship issues is, you know, it gets your video suppressed. But hey, you know, the price of getting the word out, right? All price of getting the word out, huh? I'm about to wear my darn market. Exactly. It's a conspiracy at this point. Exactly. Under EO rules of brand risk and vague phrasing is not allowed. So they keep on filing ethic reports and keep hitting on them. Yeah. That whole thing where everybody went out of their way to shut down, to message Visa and MasterCard about this. I don't think that needs to stop. I honestly don't think that needs to stop. I honestly do think that y'all got to keep the pressure on. I think this is a strong case that this pressure needs to continue to be put onto these payment processors, because they can't keep getting away with this. They really can't. But we only just getting started. Also, collective shout. A shame you didn't go after real child predators. Shame you can't use your $500K in donations from last year to actually do useful things, but go after bakeries, charities, and Detroit Become Human. Funny how none of you can be bothered to comment on this, but you'll defend cuties. You don't.
John DeMarco.
This paragraph is a Don DeMarco. Bruh. Sappy is on fire, okay? Adam Savvy is on fire. He ain't gonna speak about Lil Tay. Oh no, of course not. No. Bro. Savvy is freaking savage. That last paragraph is savage. Oh, they probably all in on Collective Shouts probably all in on this whole thing too. Oh God. This is how you ruin your company's reputation. They deleted all of their tweets. Oh, wait. Oh, this is a different one. Okay, never mind. This is a different one. Never mind. Okay, so this is from Schlepp, the person that Roblox went out of their way to not only ban, but put a cease and desist. This is what parents are doing after figuring out that our horrors of what's being allowed on Roblox. This is from John, who is a parent. Roblox is banned from my kids as of today. They are sad but safe. Never again, even if they apologize. You know what? Good on them. Good on them. The power needs to come back to the parents. The power needs to come back to the parents at this point, not to the government. And the blatant hypocrisy needs to be exposed. So this is this was breaking. Pirate Nation retweeted this, by the way. This is from Attorney General Liz Murrow. She's part of the Louisiana Department of Justice. So Louisiana DOJ. Today, I'm suing Roblox, the #1 gaming site for children and teens and a breeding ground for sex predators. Due to Roblox's lack of safety protocols, it endangers the safety of children of Louisiana. Roblox is overrun with harmful content and child predators because it prioritizes user growth, revenue, and profits over child safety. Every parent should be aware of the clear and present danger posed by their children by Roblox so they can prevent the unthinkable from ever happening in their own home. Yeah, the ESR, and I agree with Savvy on this one. The ESRB has failed and is not useful and should not be allowed to market it to children if there's a peer-to-peer forms of communication. Voice tapping should be marketed to kids. And I think that's a good point. If you want to have peer-to-peer communication, such as like messaging and such like that, then the ESRB should at least rate their games up to 17. Parents need to freaking parent their kids, not the internet. Let the internet raise them. You don't achieve this with age verification. You change it by promoting a different culture and working to make it easier for families to function on single-family incomes. Well said. Well said. Well said. Well said. So yeah, it's bringing it up. What kind of screw arresting actual pals going to send pals? Let's sue Roblox instead. Roblox sued for protecting characters of kids. Yep, this meme is perfect. This meme is absolutely perfect. Oh, I love it. I love it. This meme is perfect. Yep, Schlepp is doing. Yep, Schlepp just replied. He's tweeting Ken Patton, who is the Attorney General in Texas, to do the same thing. Ruben Sim is tagging Arizona general attorneys, AGO in Arizona. So yeah, they're pushing this up, man. They're pushing this up. Bro. Yeah, I didn't think they'd be a Roblox of all things, dude. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. After a year, a Roblox bathroom simulator linked to not safe for work rings was removed, likely due to pressure. A Roblox bathroom simulator. Again. Again.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
Again. Just again. A Roblox bathroom simulator. Man. Oh my god. It's crazy, man. Yeah, and I think the thing is that Roblox is worth 87 billion. So and it's the and JBK makes a good point. Unfortunately, Roblox is worth $87 billion, and it is too big to fail. Major investors will be sold on some BS token solutions presented by Roblox management, who will never face any real consequences, and ultimately it will be business as usual. Personally, I prefer to see their stock GP go to zero. Yeah, well, yeah, we gotta have everyone see the truth, and hopefully they'll ban the site. The more lack of players, the more billions, the less the money they'll make. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and it might be a case where Roblox might be too big to fail just because their market value. And we have some really interesting stuff I'm gonna bring up here, but let me go over. There's one other video we want to go over. This is from today. Yeah. So this is from Mark Kern, Grums on Twitter. The Schlepp story is pretty wild. Chris Hansen has now been contacted to do a documentary investigation in Roblox. Schlepp has retained counsel to defend against Roblox, going after him for exposing predators on the platform. Schlepp himself, he was groomed by a Roblox, groomed and then threatened by a developer on Roblox. He went after predators, exposing lead to at least 6 arrests. Exposed to 6 arrests. Schlepp was issued a cease and desist ban from the platform, and now even Qatar, in the United Arab Emirates, Qatar has banned the game. A congressman is looking into it, and the state of Louisiana is suing Roblox over child safety. I've even had a few law firms reach out to me, DMs, ask for info, looking at class action lawsuits against the company. This is bad news for Roblox. In my honest opinion, who really needs to take the aggressive action to shut down before some of the things we've seen circulated widely on social media. There's too much rampant inappropriate behavior and predation going on the platform. Yeah, Chris Hansen's going to step in. Chris Hansen has entered the chat. Roblox regardless against child abuse of buyers, exposed platforms be a problem. This is Dallas on August 14th. Yeah, this is serious. This is starting to get serious, and you make it. And there's that good point that Roblox be too big to. That Roblox might be too big to fail. Right? Roblox.
Well, they did it.
Fail. But even then, was this from 24 hours ago? Okay, we're gonna react to this video from Charlie, Penguin Zero, and then we'll keep going. Loki, thanks to the raid. We are covering the Roblox situation. Guys, you gotta be careful. That's all I can say is you gotta be careful. So
they did it. Roblox decided to double down on their decision to ban and threaten legal action against someone that was trying to keep their platform safer for children, a responsibility Roblox doesn't seem to want to do themselves, at least not in an efficient way. So the quick and dirty of it, if you don't know the lore, I'll give you the nutshell breakdown here. I made a video on it a couple days ago, but earlier this week, a YouTuber named Schlepp just got permanently IP banned by Roblox HQ and threatened with legal action because he colored outside the lines here. He was a little naughty in the eyes of the Roblox corpo overlords, the fucking weasels in suits over there, those grease goblins. Apparently, when Schlepp was young, he was the victim of a bad actor on Roblox. And as he grew up, he wanted to do what he could to make the platform safer for children so they didn't have to experience what he did. And thus, he started actively catching predators and has actually had a few of them even arrested. He is doing what he can to just try and make the platform safer. Roblox takes a huge issue with that. One of the big criticisms of Roblox that has existed for years is how poorly they handle predators on Roblox. They are very hands-off when it comes to safety. Basically, their philosophy boils down to the old Luigi method in Mario Party, where if you do nothing, maybe you'll win. But in this case, that is not happening.
No.
You see their tactics here of basically just plugging their ears and closing their eyes and then wiping their ass with all of the reports that flood in. It's led to a massive issue with Roblox where there has been a very common occurrence of predators preying on kids through their platform. You've probably seen tons and tons of headlines about pedophiles through Roblox by this point. It's very clear that they are not efficient when it comes to handling this. So the community has begun policing themselves, and Schlep was among those that were trying to do what they could to catch the predators and have them arrested. But it's not like they were going behind Roblox's back for it. Schlep was actively providing Roblox all of the evidence, all of the reports, even sending a physical binder to the Roblox headquarters, and still they sat on their hands, put their thumb up their ass, and spun around on it or something. I guess when the package arrived there, they must have treated it like the Unabomber was trying to reach them or something. Like Schlep and all of these other predator catchers on Roblox are actively trying to go through the proper channels, so Roblox will be the ones to act on it, but they just haven't been, at least not enough clearly, because there's still a huge problem on Roblox with this. So Roblox shut him down and threatened legal action. That has led to a huge shitstorm for Roblox, rightfully so. This has made headlines across the globe here. A wacky new development is apparently Roblox Corporation's chief safety officer, Matthew Kaufman, just sold over $800,000 worth of company stock shortly after the platform issued a cease and desist to Schlep. Looking like a little panic over there at the HQ. That is seeming like there's some holes in the ship. You don't often see the chief safety officer cash out that much stock in the wake of a huge debate about the safety of the platform that he is supposed to be managing and operating efficiently. Sounds like he's a little worried that people are more alert to how poorly Roblox itself handles safety in general. Another thing that happened is a congressman is also now making a push for Roblox to do more to keep children safe on their platform. It's gotten so big, Roblox couldn't ignore it any further, so they put out a statement clarifying and doubling down on their decision to fight back against the vigilante groups, which is mind-boggling, just straight up fucking reflaffitating that they thought that this was somehow like a W, like a PR win here. We are fighting back against the vigilante groups. And then crickets when it comes to pedophiles. Why aren't you fighting the pedophiles? Why are you laser focused with the fucking crosshairs on the vigilantes that are fighting the pedophiles? Like, this is a wild hill to die on. We are sharing more information about why it was necessary to remove vigilantes from Roblox and the ways in which we review and act on reports of abuse on Roblox. While seemingly well-intentioned, the vigilantes we've banned have taken action that are both unacceptable and create an unsafe environment for users. I just need to stop right here and just take a pause.
Full of crap. Unsafe environment for users, really? So you do know, so people taking it in their own hands to actually expose these predators, that's actually hurting real users. Okay, instead of you guys not kind of like enforcing, your rules and regulations, that's the problem. Oh my God. You can't even. I can't even with these people, man. I freaking can't even, man.
Schlep and other vigilantes catching predators is not making the game more unsafe than it currently is by just having those predators running rampant with no one to stop them because you are not efficiently stopping them. Like, this is a crazy stance to take.
It is.
Similar to actual predators, they often impersonate minors, actively approached other users, then tried to lead them to other platforms to have sexually explicit conversations, which is against our terms of use. Accurate, timely reporting from our community is important. Reporting through the appropriate channels, including our custom-designed reporting tools, immediately and with as much specific information as possible is the best way to help us remove bad actors from Roblox. These reporting tools are designed to capture key metadata and details that cannot be captured from an email or screenshot and enable faster, more efficient reviews and more thorough reporting to law enforcement when warranted. I'm going to take another break here real quick. When does that go live? Because that's definitely not live right now.
Yeah. Y'all should have implemented that a long time ago. Y'all should have implemented that a very long time ago.
is my battle.
What do you mean? Like, that is the biggest problem. Everything you're saying right there is a absolute gobbledygook. Like, that's just mumbo jumbo. You're just saying words that aren't real. That is the big problem. No matter how many times people are reporting these bad actors through your channels, there is no efficient, fast reviewing that leads to the person being, kicked off the platform. There's so many cases of predators who have literally been arrested that still actually have their Roblox accounts live. What are you talking about? That is blatantly false. And that is the issue. You can say you have all these tools and that you take in all of these reviews, but there's nothing that really shows that. It doesn't seem like if that is the case, it's made any difference. Maybe you need to overhaul that, or maybe you need to beef it up or something. Maybe you should work with the vigilante groups instead of vilifying them, because they're doing a better job at getting the predators captured and taken off the platform than your systems are. I don't know why you view the vigilantes as enemies. Again, I can understand in general why vigilantes could be a bad thing, like on a broad scale. But when the company isn't doing things to ensure the safety of the users, well, vigilantes are super necessary to step in to do it for them, to keep the platform safe, because you are just not doing your job. It makes no sense to me that they would be so combative with someone like Schlepp, where they'd cease and desist, ban him, and then threaten legal action. You could work with him. Why don't you guide him through the proper channels? He is doing a good service by getting these predators arrested. It is something you are not doing enough of. We realize that no platform is perfect, but we prioritize trust and safety because it's core to what we do as a company. It doesn't really seem like you prioritize it, by the way. It seems like your CEO is prioritizing trying to turn it into a fucking dating site for 17 plus, which, again, by the way, is a really weird age where he's trying to pitch a
weird age, and a lot of kids will be catfished by predators. A lot of kids will be catfished by predators. Don't believe me? Okay. Just watch. Just watch. A lot of kids will be catfished by predators. Prove me wrong. Yeah. So, yeah.
17 plus dating service to a company Roblox, so it'd be half gaming and half dating. It seems like that's the focus, because Dave fucking Bazooki here, the CEO of Roblox, can't stop yapping about it. It doesn't seem like the priority is trust and safety. That's all I'm saying. This is an area where we invest heavily and are always innovating. Helping keep our users safe is a critical part of our vision of connecting 1 billion people with optimism and civility, and is a strategic imperative for our creator community. And then just a bunch of blabbering here, all of which it doesn't seem to be true. Again, I understand they can't wipe them all out instantly, but it's clear that reports are falling on deaf ears. Like, there are predators, real predators, with irrefutable evidence that Roblox is not acting on. So there is a problem here, and it doesn't seem like they're doing enough. Then they go on to talk about just how many messages and how many users are on Roblox. Again, I understand there's millions and millions and a lot to go through, a lot to comb through, which is why, again, I don't understand why they wouldn't be extending an olive branch to the vigilante groups who are clearly doing a good job at catching real predators that are on their platform. Roblox is missing them in a lot of cases. I don't know why they wouldn't want to work with them. Again, as they mentioned here, they've got, fucking billions of messages that get across, billions of reports that swipe across their desk every day. Why wouldn't you work with the community that is actively trying to help you and help keep the platform safe? So now they talk about why they've decided to remove vigilantes. We have been monitoring vigilante activity on Roblox for some time. These groups began by reporting safety concerns, commenting on news about Roblox, and challenging us to do better. We appreciate this feedback and use these reports to improve our safety systems. More recently, vigilante activity evolved. Instead of just reporting on safety issues, vigilantes started impersonating children and actively sought to connect with adult users. Those conversations mimicked inappropriate behavior and actively encouraged other users to connect on other social media and messaging platforms, thus bypassing Roblox's own safety systems. These were not one-off situations, and we saw the behavior accelerating across many accounts. This actively created an unsafe environment and normalized behavior that is both unacceptable on Roblox and is against our terms of use. Our policies prohibit directing other users off Roblox to another platform through chat and having/simulating sexually explicit conversations. These are serious policy violations that risk removal from the platform. Just reread your statement here, Roblox.
Yeah,
you recognize that these groups were reporting all of this to you, and then you're confused on why they started doing more than just reporting. Could it possibly be because all of the reports they were sending your way for so long weren't leading to the predators getting kicked off the platform or anything? No. Could that possibly be the reason? Could you follow that?
Even Sliff said for the moment that he was groomed, and when he was groomed, they still let him on the platform. They still let the developer on the platform. They still let the developer still operate. They just had him banned for a certain period of time. And yet he was still on the damn platform. That's why people are going into the vigilantism, because you guys are not policing. Whenever a predator actually does get caught, you just give them a ban. You ban them only for a certain period of time. You don't just permanently like IP ban them like you did Schlep. So it is a double standard. It is a blatant hypocrisy, and Roblox isn't even enforcing their own freaking policies. And you want to market this game into a dating site for 17-year-olds? You really think that's a good idea? You really, really think that's a good idea? I'm gonna, we're gonna continue this video, but I'm gonna let Mom Bear know about this on Sunday. We're gonna let Mom Bear know about this on Sunday. Guys, you got to be careful, because even when they do, because that's the thing with it is stupid, Emerald. It is beyond stupid at this point. So you won't even have the gall to actually. This is what gets me. You aren't even willing to, permanent ban any actual predators, report them to police, report them to the authorities. Roblox isn't even willing to do themselves. Instead, you want to just ban any vigilantes, any users who are willing to go out of their own way to actually catch these predators online. This is just too seedy. It's way too seedy. It's way too it's too effed up, man. This shit's effed up.
Trail of breadcrumbs of logic. Like, I don't know how they can be so.
And to anybody who's asking, what does this have to do with censorship? Well, considering the fact that Roblox is sponsored, that Roblox's biggest sponsor is MasterCard, and even PayPal's involved with it. Yet, as Chibi Review said in the video that we just watched, they want to ban, they want to go after Steam, they want to police Steam, but they want to play this game of virtue signaling chicken with the fact that they're sponsoring Roblox, which, let's be honest here, what Roblox is doing is even worse than what Steam is doing. Let's be honest here, Roblox is doing even worse than what Steam is doing.
Delusional to not recognize the reason why it evolved beyond just reporting, and then they started using like decoys to try and get more evidence, is because you weren't acting on the reports. Thus, they gathered more evidence on these bad actors and turned it over to authorities who did act on it. The evidence was sufficient for the police to issue arrests and get the predators, but it wasn't enough for you guys to ban them or do anything like the bare minimum to protect children from these bad actors, these evil people. Like, I don't know why they're confused. They're making it sound like it's some kind of epidemic that spiraled out of control and Roblox was just doing everything by the book perfectly, when that's just not the case. The reason why it evolved so much is because you weren't doing enough. So the community started taking it upon themselves to try and act and do better and ensure the platform was a little safer for whatever they could do. They then have this section on the importance of accurate reporting, going over like It needs to act in accordance with their policies and all of that. And then due to privacy considerations, we cannot inform users whether reports have led to consequences. But the thing about that claim is, to me, it seems like they're trying to hide behind their numbers. Like, we get so many reports and we just can't inform you if like your report led to that person getting banned, but just trust us, it probably did. Like, we're actually like, we're doing such a good job of getting them all banned. But the thing is, people aren't that fucking stupid. When you have found a bad actor, if you have found a predator and you're reporting that person, a lot of these people are following those accounts to ensure that they get banned because they are a danger to the community. And in a lot of cases, they're not getting banned. Like, they know that there hasn't been consequences. Whether or not Roblox is telling them, people can see for themselves when the accounts aren't banned. They then talk about how they actually go above and beyond. They work with law enforcement, following official legal guidelines around when it's appropriate to collaborate with them and provide information to help track bad actors across platforms to help keep users safe even beyond Roblox. In 2024, they submitted 24,522 reports to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. They then say that on multiple occasions, they found vigilante groups holding the reports to Roblox until after they had coordinated real-life meetups and built their own social media posts, and then explain why that's a bad thing, about how waiting to report to Roblox or the relevant authorities means alleged bad actors could potentially remain on the platform longer, leaving the community open to additional risks of harm. And they close out this section by saying that they recognize the community's frustration with how they handle violative behavior outside of Roblox, but they can't always act on all of it because a lot of it's screenshots and other messaging applications that need to be independently confirmed, because without verification, it would open up significant abuse and misuse and all of that. So they have to do their due diligence. Overall, this is them saying that they actually take the reports very seriously and that they actually do a lot to try and keep Roblox safe, even beyond Roblox. They then also claim that some of the vigilante groups are like making social media posts about all of these bad actors before even reporting to Roblox. Of course, I don't know if that's all true or not. Very well could be. But the point still stands. There are a lot of bad actors on Roblox, even with all of the reports they act on and the ones that they report to the proper authorities. There is still a huge infestation of these evil people. And the vigilante groups, the ones that Roblox is fighting tooth and nail against, whether they like it or not, they are making a difference in making the platform safer. Roblox can submit all of these reports and do as much as they can, but as they showcase, they get so many and they can't go through all of them. They can't thoroughly investigate every single one. They can't analyze every single screenshot from every off-platform message. They know that. They do even hint at that. But these vigilante groups, in a lot of cases, do go the extra mile for a lot of these individuals, and it leads to them getting arrested and away from children. It takes the predator away from victims. It makes the platform safer. It's not something Roblox should be battling against so vehemently. I really just don't understand why they don't try and work more collaboratively with people like Schlepp or Gideon, who are actively getting these predators arrested. That's the big problem. Roblox isn't doing enough to keep children safe, and instead of trying to find more ways of keeping predators away from children, instead they're trying to legally strong-arm vigilantes into silence and just leaving it all alone and letting Roblox handle it. Put their trust in Roblox, a platform that has repeatedly let down so many people when it comes to getting these bad actors taken off the platform and away from victims. It is a problem that Roblox has done nothing to help with this statement here. This doubling down about this being like some kind of righteous fight against vigilantes is just so off the mark, it's crazy. They then spend a paragraph giving you a tutorial on how to report users, which is just completely useless. It's like giving you a tutorial on how to get ice cream at McDonald's. The fucking machines are broken. It's useless. You can report people till the cows come home. It's not working. That is the issue. They then talk about their Trusted Flagger program, where close and trusted partners can report serious criminal activity such as terrorism, violent extremism, or child exploitation directly to Roblox. And the idea is that the Trusted Flaggers are someone that Roblox puts a lot of weight on with their reports. But the Trusted Flagger program, while it sounds good in theory, is actually highly neglected. And from what I've read from a bunch of people with this program in particular, it doesn't do anything more than just a normal report. It doesn't seem like they actually take into consideration the trusted flag more than the normal report. Overall, I found this response from Roblox to be horrible. The doubling down was just a terrible call here. And it almost reads like Roblox is more upset that people are aware of the predator problem as opposed to the predator problem existing in the first place. It seems like Roblox would rather people just be completely ignorant to it, just silence on it while it's still being in the background. Like, it doesn't seem like they care so much that the predators exist. They just care that people are talking about the predators existing now.
Exactly.
Like their priorities are just so out of whack. Threatening legal action against someone who was victimized on your game and is just trying to do what they can to make it better, and just a blanket removing all vigilantes type approach to things here is just nonsensical, because the community is in a position where it needs those vigilante groups because Roblox hasn't done enough to protect them.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy to me. Anyway, I just wanted to give you the follow-up to all this. That's really about it. So
yeah. I'm going to keep an eye on this. I will keep a close eye on this. That is my plan. I will continue to keep an eye on this because this situation has just gotten absolutely insane. And if there are more updates, I will provide you guys with even more updates. But this whole thing, the way I see it, how I can't put it this way. The way I see it is that it's important to get the word out, because I understand if this is a thank you, Jed. Have a great day. I hope to see you tonight. This is by all Roblox is a big company. I get that. They're too big to fail. I get it. I really do get it. They're too big to fail, and granted, this will likely only put a dent in it, but who knows? Who knows, man? I do think more and more people need to speak about it, especially if this starts to get mainstream attention. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I get it. They're a huge company. They have a huge market value. It's just, it doesn't mean they still can't fall. It doesn't mean that people still can't mount a strong pushback for them to, hey, let's you're not being fair with your rules and policies. You're being beyond hypocritical, and your payment processes, your sponsors are beyond hypocritical. This goes deep. It actually goes really deep with the whole thing with the censors, and it links closely to everything that we've been talking about regarding the censorship, regarding collective, censorship, collective shout, all of the age verification stuff. All of it seems to be too much of a coincidence. They all seem to be connected in some way, shape, or form. And I agree, Riot Kitty, we are living in the Twilight Zone at this point. It's a freaking Twilight Zone scenario, man. It's crazy, and it's crazy, and it's starting like I brought this up. I think 2025. I do think that 2025 will be the last year of the free and open internet. You may call me a conspiracy theorist on that one, but I do think 2025 may end up being the last year of the free and open internet as we know it. Because everything's getting regulated. Everything's changing, man. A lot of it's changing for the worst. And all this for the sake of protecting children, when Roblox is being accused of basically harboring predators, man. So you have to ask yourself, who's actually harming users more? Roblox harboring the predators on their site, on their platform, or these vigilante users who are willing to put their own accounts and livelihood on the line just to expose these predators on their platform? when I do think that the better option is to actually work with people like Schlepp to get more and more of these predators off your gaming platform. We're living in South Park. I agree. It's crazy, man. It's insanity. It's insanity to say the freaking least. It's insanity to say the freaking least. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get I got another video. I got a little video I'm gonna throw together. Just something to have fun with. Just something I thought I'd have fun with. Something a little different. I'll post it up later. The reason I'm on Stellar Blade is because I want to take some photos to use as a thumbnail. Trying to look for a good thumbnail for it. So I thought you guys would like that. So anyway, guys, you guys have been amazing. Thank you, Loki, for the raid. Thank you guys for this week. It's been a lot of fun this week. Hope you guys got to see everything. If you guys did not see the Kiki redesign, what are you doing? Go over there right now. Go to my community tab right now. Go to my Twitter right now. I like that as well. And we will definitely continue this story on Peak Gaming tomorrow, and we'll continue this story on Makini Live on Sunday because Mom Bear does need to know about this because I think more people do need to know about this as well. So anyway, guys, smack that like button, make it jiggle. Smack that subscribe button, make it jiggle. Mass thank you to everybody in Q Sexy and Fun Nation. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Join the channel for as low as $1 a month. Get access to exclusive art drops, channel member emojis. I do every 2 months for my channel members. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Thank you for this amazing week. And of course, thank you guys for watching. I'm Makini, not your art sermon illustrator. And thank you for hanging out and getting your morning start on the right foot with us on Makini in the morning. Until then, stay cute, stay sexy, have fun, take care of myself. Never apologize for wanting attractive women in your media, especially in your video games. Say no to censorship. Stay vigilant. Be good to each other. And above all else, never stop drawing. Have a great Friday, guys. I will see you guys on the late show on Loki show tonight. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Let's end it with Eve basically chopping off Raven's other arm. Bye, y'all.
Cute, sexy, and fun. And that is definitely the best way to describe our channel members too. We'd like to thank everyone in the CSF Nation for your incredible support. Join the channel for as low as $1 a month to get access to exclusive art drops that Makini drops every 2 months for his channel members. And all your support goes to helping out the channel and helping Makini put out the best content he can for you all to view and you all to enjoy. We appreciate all of your support, and we also appreciate your support as well. CSF Nation for life. Mwah! Gracias. Thank you for tuning in to Makini in the Morning and getting your morning started off on the right foot with us. If you enjoy this program, please smack that like button and make it jiggle. Share the show out to everyone you know. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone. Become a channel member for as low as $1 a month. You want to support Makini further, and if you want to see more content from Makini and help him reach his 6K subscriber goal, hit that subscribe button. He would really, really appreciate it. I am Marisa Tali, producer and weather girl for this very program, and we all wish you a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there. We will see you all next time here on Makini in the Morning. Mwah! Makini in the Morning is filmed before a live studio audience at Makini Studios in Arcadia Village's South Tower, right here in Pacific City. We know that you guys love waking up with us here on Makini in the Morning, but if you would like to actually be in the live taping of Makini in the Morning, all you have to do is visit youtube.com/Makini90 or call 765-9077 toll free for free tickets. We would love to see you here in the audience for our next Makini in the Morning live show. Makini in the Morning is produced by Silver Nine Productions with Makini Draws Productions in association with Anissa Laka Television and Makar Banks Entertainment, and is distributed by CSF Nation Domestic Television Distribution.